This video is particularly for the people that waited for 2020 just to be over. They just was like, 2021 will be better, let's just write this year off and await the new year. Well, the new year came round, and for people in England especially, nothing changed. If anything, it got worse. Restrictions were still in place. I am glad that I did not just sit around in 2020 and just wait for everything to get better. I used it as an opportunity to change my life in every area, to start taking control of the things that I could take control of. And I really encourage people that this year you don't wait still for it to be over. This could go on forever, it could go on for another month, we don't really know. But it's already, the start of February, and if you've already not stuck and followed through with what you said you were going to do at the start of the year, I encourage you to get back on it. It's not too late, and don't just wait for this year to pass, don't wait for things to get better. Take control of what you can take control of. You'll still see the impact it has in your life and others, and when this is over, you'll come out of it stronger, smarter, more organised. If something else was to happen, you'll just have a bit more sense of security as well. If you're, in control of your own income, or your health is better, you won't feel so fearful. There's so many options and things that you could be doing, especially if you're still not at work. I actually know people that haven't been to work now for nearly a year, and the majority of them have just sat around waiting to go back to work. That option might not still be there for you, and I encourage you to learn a new skill, take control of what you can take control over. Don't just wait. Waiting is just such a wasteful time, a wasteful way to spend your time. I know it's harder to motivate yourself when you don't feel you have a purpose. A lot of people associate work with their purpose, it gives them a reason to get up. You've got to find a reason yourself, inside yourself, to get up. And if that's using pain, using pleasure, whatever works for you, I encourage you to quit being lazy. Quit relying on external reasons to get off your arse. Do it because you're fed up of, being broke, being unhealthy, being in the same situation that you've been in for the last 5-10 years, if not more. Make the hard decision, take action, follow through with what you said you were going to do. I know this is easier said than done, and I know so many people have hit, rock bottom. They feel helpless, they feel lost, they don't know where to start. But it's actually doing the simple things that cause the great effect of change, and it's doing them day in, day out, when nobody really understands it or can recognize the change. It comes from doing it day in, day out over a period of then months and years, and it's doing it for yourself. But if you don't change, you are going to wake up in a year's time and it's going to be the same. It could be worse, but it's going to be at least the same. The only way for life to improve and change and flourish for you is to take action now. Grind every day, day in, day out. And when you're doing it from a place of heart, it isn't as hard. It isn't relying on willpower. You'll want to do it. You want to go for that run. You want to work out because you know the impact it has on the other areas of your life. You show up better. That you focus better. It's not just about working out, it's about, other habits, eating healthier and drinking more water. These simple things, people just overlook them because they sound so simple, but they're life-changing, and they are the difference between compounding to a healthy life, a healthy body over 10 years, to the difference of having, disease and struggles. And people try to overcomplicate things. It hasn't got to be complicated. Do what you already know is better for you. You don't need to keep researching it. You probably already know what's better for you and what's bad for you. And it hasn't got to be fancy, it hasn't got to be confusing, just simple and repetitive is what wins. You might need to be extreme in the beginning to make rapid change. So that could be, for some people, going into their kitchen and binning everything that tempts them and constantly challenges their willpower, and just binning it, just get rid of it, pour it down the drain. If it's alcohol or fizzy that you don't want to drink anymore, bin unhealthy foods. It could be giving away your PlayStation if you're addicted to gaming and it's distracting you from your mission, your goals. You know, at first it can be being extreme and people can get a bit spooked by that, you know, people around you. After that, it just kind of becomes repeating day in, day out the same good things and building that to the point that it feels weird if you don't do them. And people soon just associate you with those habits and they don't seem so, you know, weirded out. It depends on where your life is right now as to like if you're going to suddenly change it overnight. And you can do that. You can decide you're not that person anymore, and you know, people will just get on board. It might take them some time, it might be a bit of a shock, but you can just decide and literally change your life right now. You know, if it's the video that's inspired you to take some drastic measure, just do it. Just go do it now. Do it for your future self. You know, do it for the fact that if you don't, think about where you'll be when you're older, 5 years, 10 years, but like even when you're like 80, think about who you'll be if you don't take these measures right now. Think about the consequences and the kind of person you will become if you keep doing the things that you're doing daily for the next 10, 30 years. When I think about that and think about who I could become instead of when I'm 80 years old, that's insane. You know, it kind of gives you a reality check. Like, time passes so damn quick and you need to stop wasting it. Stop just hoping that it gets better, or sticking your head in the sand and realizing that this is the life you've been given. Take some damn control over it.